conversation so far. I do think that there needs to be some, understanding on all sides. I do feel that it has been largely focused on the humanity of the most marginalized, the most disenfranchised folks, being the houseless individuals, right? Or folks that are suffering with addiction. And also, I hope, of course, we can all agree that not every single houseless individual or housing unstable person is suffering from addiction. So I think we can go round and round about whose fault it is and what the cure for it would be. And I don't mean to dismiss any of that, but ultimately, we are here tonight in response to a public comment that said, really just what that gentleman said, is that, hey, we have been here, we are the VFW 318, and we are having some serious issues and we need your help. And so I would love to leave this meeting tonight and have some, even if we're not going to have the solutions, but some sort of plan towards how we're going to continue some of the supports that I hope some of you have felt so far. And if you haven't, I don't blame you for that. As much as it is important to understand what's happening next door, I even think that it would be great if you all could spend some time there in whatever really makes sense, because it is people's homes, so that is not always appropriate. But ultimately, I want to make sure that we can rise to the occasion and have a plan forward for what you need. I don't want you to be scared anymore, at the end of the day, like, if you're feeling unsafe, you're just feeling unsafe. Whether there's imminent threat right there, or it's in your mind, you've had some experiences, and now every time you go into this parking lot or wherever it is, you're feeling that way, that's not a good feeling. And this is a really, really special place. I've had some opportunities to attend some events here and talk with some folks here. I am not a veteran. And then people tell me, it's okay, you can still be a member, because if someone in your family is, and then they sort of do the grilling very nicely about all of these people in my family that could have been veterans, and none of them were. And so, but I've always been so welcomed in here, and I've been able to see just a handful of the really different types of events you have, and how proud you are of the community that you built here. So while I absolutely have compassion for people that are dealing with mental health issues, substance abuse issues, housing instability, also, you're part of our community too, you're our constituency too, so I would like to respectfully shift the conversation a little bit into what are the issues that, if there's anything that hasn't been said yet, so focus on, what are all the issues, and we can kind of start getting to some problem solving, even if it doesn't happen tonight. And then I would also be remiss if I didn't add, because I heard a little bit more about continuation, and then also this idea of being a good neighbor. And so there is a Councilmember Clark Huynh, that has been very vocal about wanting to, just make good on holding however regular neighborhood meetings, right? Making sure that things are going well. It's almost like we have roommates, where you hold a house meeting, make sure that things are going well. And so I think there does need to be some continuation, some even past making a plan for problem solving, but how are we going to continue making sure that everyone is, for lack of better words, playing well with each other within this space. And I do care, and I think we do care about the impacts to you as well. So I hope we can kind of focus on that, because that's something that I'm focused on here tonight, and I'd like to get some way forward. Also, I'd like to ask the officers, I'm not sure if you know, but or maybe the commander, if the VFW has had a SEPTED assessment done from our police department. It's an acronym.
Crime prevention through environmental design.
That's right, crime prevention through environmental design. So has that assessment been done here? No? Okay, that is something that, do you want to maybe talk a little bit about that? I think that would be at least step one.
So, I got a smack